So I was asked to do the stage of the musical called Hamilton, and it's a fun musical, and I'll give it a go. So I created these two brick walls. I haven't really decided on how big or small this project is gonna be, so hopefully this is more than enough, but we'll see. So one of the biggest features in the Hamilton stage is the rotating floor. It's a big circle in the middle of the stage that pretty much just rotates and follows the choreography of the show. So I'm going to do my best to kind of recreate that with my very limited engineering skills. So now I'm going to delicately cut a millimeter or two from this circle. That way it's not perfectly fit in the hole that I made on stage. That way it has freedom to rotate without hitting the stage itself. So one thing I found is this. It's a toy called the Goldie Blocks. It's some like engineering toy for kids, and I found this simple wheel and belt system. So I'm gonna hopefully make this work. So here's the big wheel that's going to be attached to the turntable. So the floor is going to spin basically off of it. And there's a smaller wheel that's going to be attached to a post. And the post is what I'm going to use to turn the belt to make the turntable spin. In theory. At this point, I didn't think about creating some sort of base or some sort of like housing for the entire mechanism, because right now it's just very unstable and there's way too many counter tensions going on that it's not staying straight. Basically this base is just bending constantly, so the tension is getting lost or it's being transferred into the base itself. I'm gonna try to stabilize it with popsicle sticks, but this is starting to get too ridiculous. There should be an easier way to do this. Kind of works, but this is still too bad. So after many failed attempts at creating that weird contraption to hold the housing for the wheels, I found this piece that was also a part of the Goldilocks pile of toys. So I'm going to use this to actually hold that as a housing for the entire contraption. So I got these pieces And this is nice and stable, so there's no bending, there's no counter tension that's going on with the rubber belt, and it should be pretty stable. And I'm hoping this works, because I was getting really frustrated with the horrible engineering that I was doing. So after many failed attempts at creating that simple wheel and belt system, I was able to finally make it work. It spins really well, actually. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it does. I made the top wheel, the turntable itself, a little bit bigger than the stage underneath. That way it's kind of overlapping. Hopefully you don't see it so much when I put the wooden parquet flooring. I also put the knob up here instead of down here, because there's going to be a lot of building going on this side of the stage, so I figured this would be a better spot for it. Now it's just a matter of putting the parquet flooring on. Pretty happy with it so far. Well, that took a long time and that was very tedious, but here's the wooden parquet flooring. I'm gonna spray paint it black because I don't want to use acrylic paint, because it's gonna get all soggy and I don't want it messing with the mechanism. At least spray paint is gonna dry quickly, and it's pigment as opposed to water-based. From there, we'll see what happens. Here's my Hamilton set so far, or as close to it as I can possibly get. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty cool. Now I have to cut out passages and some window slits pretty much to kind of create this living effect in the stage. How I like to do that is I use my low-tech coat hanger. I just heat it up. I use it as some sort of hot iron to burn through the foam. Works pretty well for me.
Look what I have created! I have made fire! I have made fire!
Now I'm making the scaffolding and the catwalks, which is a very prominent fixture in the set, because I read somewhere that they wanted to represent the building and construction of the early United States. All right, this is my stage so far. It's looking really well. Now I'm gonna put posts on these scaffoldings, and I'm gonna use good old chopsticks. So another prominent fixture in the Hamilton stage is the ropes. They're rolled up ropes all over the place, kind of just hanging on banisters and hanging on walls. And something I have to also simulate. So I rolled up a piece of paper with tape covering it and creating this oval kind of configuration. And I'm gonna roll up a tea bag rope on it and then glue it. That way it stays in that shape, and hopefully that as soon as it dries up, I can just slide it off of this rolled up paper because of the tape. Hopefully it works. Well, I'm done with my Hamilton stage. It looks really cool. Well, there goes one of the Schuyler sisters. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Even has a rotating stage.